essence. No, it's time for this beauty and the struggle. Playing pops to my lady will love. Life's beautiful. Can't wait to fall and let go. So beautiful. Life's beautiful. This life we live in, nobody promised tomorrow, mate. We gotta make it by any means necessary, mate. I won't be happy till all my diamonds canary, mate. And all my Bredren and SISTREN locked up in the prison. Come home, no more worries about commissary, mate. We've been tricked into thinking the world is filled with hate. Same time being tricked to forgetting that we great. My brother Lucci lost his life about a year ago. Now James holding it down is so beautiful. My brother K rolled to go be back with the essence. I truly miss him because he taught me so many life lessons. I sit back and I reflect on how the world could be if there was no more wars, no more poverty. But I'ma keep dropping jewels, it ain't no stopping me. Ghost band, shadow band, it ain't no blocking me. I'm truly truthful. Stacks with the facts, featuring honest, truly beautiful thing. I know it's hard, but there's beauty in the struggle. Playing pops to my lady will love. Life's beautiful. Can't wait to fall and let go. So beautiful. Life's beautiful. 2020 come on the promise and full effect. They lying about the numbers, brother, they full of shit. Lying went from owning the business to unemployment checks. Everybody masked up like they robbing shit and holding vaccinations, but they ain't stopping shit. I'm saying rest in the essence, the Casey gets a Junior has another young life gone. We sending prayers to a prayer to every mother who's ever had to bury a child. When your heart gets heavy, just look up in the cloud and have put a smile on your face. Tell them they made you proud. You being tricked into thinking the world is so slow. I'm about to get off parole. This world is so slow. My mom just got out of surgery. That's so low. I'm in a league of my own. No man, not above none. Truly truthful. Stacks with the facts, featuring honest is truly beautiful. Say it. I know it's hard, but there's beauty in the struggle. Playing pops to my lady will love. Life's beautiful. Can't wait to fall and let go. So beautiful. Life's beautiful. Yeah. What up? Y'all already know it's the man about town, Virgil Berry, aka Stacks with the Facts, man. Y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of Real Talk Podcast. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight, tapping in. I appreciate that. I feel blessed and feel honored to have you, tapping in tonight, because this one right here, this is one of my brothers right here who I'm about to bring on here, Last night, I had my girl Cupcake come on and drop some game on the young ladies, man, who might be headed in a certain direction, And tonight, I got my brother right here, And first of all, when y'all wipe your feet, come off in the door, please hit that like button. Click on the subscribe, alarm bell, man. Subscribe to the page. Now, if y'all seen that thumbnail, that's a picture of me, my brother James, who I'm interviewing, and Rest in the Essence to my homie Mooch. I played that song because I said in the song, my brother Mooch, he lost his life about a year ago. Now, James holding it down, that's so beautiful. You hear me? So Rest in the Essence to my brother Mooch. Miss my brother, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. James, I know you watching, bro, man. Even next to my own brother, I really, you feel me, my nigga Moose, man, Rest in the Essence, man. I got my brother James coming in tonight, How y'all doing, man? Come in, meeting each other, greeting each other, you hear me? Definitely hit that like button, all that. But, I want to use my platform, to not only, talk about stuff I be talking about, but also to, give some shine to my brothers and my people, my sisters who doing things in my city, man. And this guy right here, telling you, man, this is one of these guys, man, that, can give you guys a lot of game, man, if y'all in the videography game, if you're in the cinematography game, video editing, you know what I'm saying, content creating, you know what I'm saying, this guy right here, you know what I'm saying, that's my brother right here, man. He can put me in positions to have opportunities, not only make some money, but gain experience behind this lens of this camera. You know what I'm saying? And that's about to be a more diverse content coming out. But you know what I'm saying, my guy right here who I'm about to bring on, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of guys out here who watching the internet and they want to be content creators. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I think everybody who got some type of opinion or view, if you got access to YouTube, you should upload the page and talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't agree with it, you know what I'm saying? But my brother right here, man, he doing real big things, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we met through my brother Mooch right here on the thumbnail. And you know what I'm saying? We just been tight ever since, you know what I'm saying? We done did hella jobs together as far as creating content, capturing sports, you know what I'm saying, youth sports. We done been out of town to Tennessee with it and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed and honored to have met my guy right here through my brother Mooch, you know what I'm saying, who was also as close to him too. You know what I'm saying? My brother's doing a lot of good things in the city of Columbus, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when it comes to youth sports, you know, when you go on the field, you're going to hear people saying, hard knock, hard knock. You know, that's what you're going to see, you know. And as far as the editing goes and the content creating and working the camera, you know what I'm saying? My brother, he's very skilled with it. He's involved with a lot of things, shooting movies, videos, you know, sports, high school, youth league. You know, he's a very versatile guy with it. And he even switching up the demo. And this is what I really want to talk to him about too. He's switching up the demo, and I see he getting into the apparel game, you know what I'm saying? The merch. And what I see, he hooking people up with the football apparel too. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to definitely chop it up with my brother about that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure anybody out there listening, you know, if you're interested in getting some game on content creating, how to use that camera, how to edit, what type of software to use, you know what I'm saying? Just some game on experience and how you could craft, or should I say perfect your craft if you was a guy who's into, you know, content creating and cinematography and videography, you know. I'm about to drop the link from my brother here, man, because I don't really want to drag this one out too long. If it drag on, we can though. But you know what I'm saying? I know my brother be pressed for time, man, because he, you know, when it comes to editing and stuff, he's a busy guy, you know. And go ahead, drop the link for you, bro. And all you gotta do is just tap on that, and I'll bring you in, brother. Yeah, so this, like I said, man, I met James through my brother Mooch, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mooch, before I had got locked up, y'all, that guy in the picture with me with the locks in his hair, man, you know what I'm saying? We met at a time when I was just transitioning out of getting out of the dope game, and I was trying to get into like promoting, and like we had some music things going on, man, you know what I'm talking about? And I unfortunately caught my case and got locked up for the time I was locked up for. But in the time that I was locked up, you know, my brother Mooch was just like expanding. He was like, he expanded his whole brand because he did the Hood DVD and he was real good at it. And he really was real. I'm talking about Mooch was on it. Like Mooch knew everybody. See Mooch out of town. He out of town with Gucci Man, all these famous rappers. I'm my brother Mooch, man. You know, so I miss my brother for real, for real. But me and James right here then got to hear it in too. Bredren, what's good?
What's good? What you do, my brother?
You ain't gotta come on camera if you don't want to, bro.
Yo, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I said, you ain't gotta put the camera on, bro. You ain't gotta camera up if you don't want to, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, at some point in time, when you know you talk about whatever you talk about, you can, but you ain't got to, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, ain't no big deal. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, you know, we don't. That's something we don't do. We don't mind camming up. You know what I'm saying? This my brother right here, y'all. You know what I mean? This my brother James right here. You know what I mean? Like I said, we met through my other brother Mooch. You know what I'm saying? Rest in the essence, who's no longer here with us anymore. You know what I'm saying? We met mutually through him right when I first started in media school. And shout out to my brother Mr. O, who's at the Chicago media school, getting his thing going, and you know what I'm saying, getting professional and getting his knowledge up on everything as well. Shout out to Mr. O. Y'all go subscribe to my brother, Mr. O. But this guy right here, man, you know what I'm saying, and you know, this is one of my main guys right here, man. I know, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to handling business, professional, good what he do, keep his word, and just a straight all around solid guy. And I'm pretty sure it's because like I said, James, you know, you see it too. I know you watch this. A lot of guys who trying to come in with the content creating game and the videography game, trying to put everything online. But see, my brother, he got it down to a science. You know what I'm saying? And he expanding it too. And I see what you're doing. I'm proud of you, brother. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
I'm gonna just go ahead and
such a
leave it to him so he can go ahead and introduce himself to y'all and talk to y'all. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. I'm Hardknock James, co-founder of Hardknock Sports. Like you said, I met him through Mooch. Man, we've been rocking ever since. I believe it was at the media school. We came up there. My guy was blessed with opportunity, for what work that he put in. And it's like, ever since we lost him, I've been kind of carrying the torch for the brand and everything. So, I appreciate the opportunity bringing me on. Real talk.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when I first met this guy, I was interviewing Mooch for a podcast episode, actually, which is on. If you scroll my videos, you scroll down, you will see the clip of it. Because what happened was, if you remember, James, my memory on my car had ran out, so I didn't get the full interview.
Right.
I only got half of it, but the half that I did get, I captured and I made a memories video because I was able to do all that after Moose had passed. Moose had passed. You know what I'm saying? So, it's on my YouTube page. I say y'all go to my video, scroll down, y'all gonna see it. It's a video, rest in essence, to my brother Moochie Millions. You know what I'm saying? But my man James right here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Quiet as kept, you might not even know. That's like one of my, last memories with Mooch for real.
Oh yeah, when we did that at my school that day.
One of my last memories, he was kind of hyped to go up there and speak with y'all. He's like, man, James, you rolling with me? Like, we about to go up here and speak to the media school.
Right.
He had so much plans and goals and stuff as far as where he wanted to take the entertainment production business, as far as, man, everywhere he wanted to go with it. I was pretty much rolling with it.
Right.
And it was like, y'all was a big component to, some of the shows we wanted to do. So he's like, we're going up here. We're going, I got the opportunity to talk to some people and, bring some people on board as far as helping us expand some of these ideas. So, he reached out to you, Annie B, a few others, and, the following Monday was supposed to be the go thing for everything, just like, I guess God had bigger plans. So it's like, it's crazy how it happened. But I got to meet you. I've been rocking with you ever since. I got to meet a lot of people that was connected to Mooch. And everything's been gravy and respectful. And we just been keeping the wave going, man. So like I said, it's kind of a blessing I met you because like you've been a real one and a key component to like you said, as far as jobs needing to be done, somebody with extra skill I can count on. My guy been there. It don't matter what it is, as long as I give him in advance, he there, he's rocking with me. So man, it's just been a blessing to meet you, and that was one of the last memories that I kind of had with him. One of the last days I was with him.
Right.
Really.
Right. Yeah. That's a blessing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said before, I had got locked up. Me and my man Moose was rocking hard. Me and Moose had real big plans. Even when I had got out and I was going to the media school and we went back up, we had plans for that right there. And this is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? How stuff be happening. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about the Moose, me and Moose we was about to put something real nice together with the content as far as it go with you know what I'm saying, as far as like getting this information out and stuff. You feel me?
Right. Man, you were just a genius.
Yeah,
I ain't never met nobody
that, man. My brother Moose,
as far
man.
as production stuff.
Yeah. He has something
So
beautiful planned for us to do too, man. That's crazy that he got that he, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Rest in the essence to my brother Moose. You know what I'm saying? Because when stuff like that happen, and then stuff like this happen, like I said, me and my brother James, we been rocking ever since. I said we've been out of town, getting content, you know what I'm saying, doing cinematography, videography out of town, you know what I'm talking about? And that was a
you
good
just you just helped me shoot what was it, a movie
movie
premiere for somebody
trailer. Yeah,
movie
yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
So we rocking, like I said, we've been out of town. We've been tearing up the city. It's my guy I can call on. It's a blessing. So y'all know, keep in touch with my guy. He definitely got something going on. This podcast thing, kind of
Right.
long overdue. Man. I'm
No, it
glad
is.
I'm here.
Bro, I'm glad you're here too, bro. So you know what I mean, I want you to talk to him about, you know what I'm saying, how you got started and messing with the cinematography, the videography, you know what I'm saying, what influenced you, what, you know what I'm saying, what was your motivation to pursue it in the way that you did on a professional level to where this is, this is how, not only how you take care of your family, but this is your business and your brand. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just nothing like you just on some play. This is like a real tough situation. So that's why I always want to give my brother the spotlight. Because like I said, he's one of the hardest working men I personally know, for real. Family man, take care of his family, and he's fully independent. He don't clock in nowhere. Everything he do is off of what he do, and he do it very well. You know what I'm saying? So I just want him to come up in here and give y'all young brothers some game who might be wanting to pursue the type situation because it's very lucrative. But especially if you know what you're doing, like how he know what to do, you can turn it into mad different things, just like what my brother doing. So just go ahead and talk to him about how you got started, what motivated you, you know what I'm saying, and all that.
Well, I kind of got started, I'd say probably 2014. My sons got into the sports and stuff like that. So it kind of started off, as a father, just want to document his kids and make sure they was able to take things to the next level. So, I probably did that for about 2, 3 years, and I've pretty much grown as far as name wise, where other parents and clients and stuff just tapped in for far as wanting to be, their kids to be documented as well. So it just kind of grew up from there. And like I said, I started that in 2014, kind of playing around with it, learning, and I kind of met up with my guy Brian Tucker, who gave me the opportunity to form Hardknock Sports with him and Mooch. Um, and ever since then, I've been rocking with my guy who really turned me up to the next level as far as the editing production. Rest in peace to Mooch. It was kind of like peanut butter and jelly. Ever since he gave me the opportunity to join, it's like I'm over his house every day trying to figure out, how he editing like this. What can I bring to the table? As far as bettering myself and bettering my craft. So it's like, if you wanna get to the next level, you gotta be around people that's on another level than
Right,
to a higher standard. So it's like, when you get opportunities like that, and if y'all know Big Mooch, it's like his skills are second to none. So it's like, why would I bullshit on the opportunity? So I'm like, I'm over there every day trying to pick his brain, and he teaching me. I'm learning, and it's just like, like I said, just hang with people that you see yourself, taking things to the next level, and just
right,
that can teach you. So treat it like a sponge, hang around the greats, people in your city, or just be on YouTube, man. It's a lot of work. Hard, hard, long nights on YouTube trying to figure out stuff. But it's
right,
all great if you want to take a craft to the next level. Um, like I said, we kind of started Hardknock Sports, um, 2017. So we've been doing that for about 5 years. Created a beautiful platform with the opportunity of the community that's backing us, as far as, booking us and calling us out to,
right,
special games and stuff. Because, when you start your brand, you ain't always gonna make money. Because when we joined and started Hardknock Sports, it was more like, from I started as learning and picking up and learning how to start a business. And when I got with those guys, it was like, let's work on a brand, let's build something, that's strong, that's next to none. And it was more like, probably for the first year, we didn't get paid for anything that we did. We just went
Right.
out there and did it, to build our name and just get our name out there and build opportunity and work with others. So as things grown, it just spiked and took it to the next level because I feel we bring something different to the table, as far
Right.
as we believe in quality, believe in quality, I can say technology is growing every day, so when your kids is out here putting in all the hard work, don't let that hard work go unnoticed, because we ain't had an opportunity, to be filmed and stuff like that as kids. So
Right.
I look at it as a blessing to be able to help some of these kids get to the next stage, next level, as far as, coaches, scouts being able to easily access them by, us providing this beautiful service for the community. So,
Right.
it started as a job to a brand to as we grow, business turns into business. So that's
Right.
how that came. So, you know, all I can say is for the next entrepreneur, always be willing to invest your last, because it's gonna pay off in the long run, you know. And that's a big thing with me. If I see it, if I want it, I'm investing. I'm investing into my last
All
dime,
right.
and that's where I think kind of separates me from, few other people or other cats, I'm willing to invest it all, to see this thing grow. So, being willing to invest, um, being willing to do the research, hang around people that's on higher levels that can teach you, train you, and seize the opportunity, especially when you around people with growth and can teach you new things. You can learn things from everybody. So, you know, that's what it's been for me, just picking everybody's brain and, since Mooch Pass, it's just been what can I do to get better and take things to the next level to see that, we can help these kids out, by getting them great documentation, you know, throughout the years that this footage is gonna last, as far as the production and quality that we bring. 4K, 6K, this quality is gonna be able to last for years.
Right.
Coaches and everybody be able to go check such and such out, or even when they grow up as kids, you're gonna be like, I used to go crazy, go check me out on Hardknock Sports, like
Right.
it's gonna be the proof in the pudding now. It's like it's next to none, and it's such a blessing thing because, like I said, we didn't have that. We can tell our kids now. I used to be dog at basketball. I used to be dog at football, but we
Right.
ain't got no documentation. So it's like, man, I don't believe you, Pop. Like, let me get out here on this court. So they can mess with you.
Right.
Now it's like, when they grow up and they get in their 20s, 30s, and they have kids, grandkids, it's gonna be like, look, click that button right there. I used to go crazy. Feel me? So it's a blessing to be able to, help the community out, provide the service to people with the skills and the gifts. Like I said, it's just been um, looking up everything, hard work, and just, late nights because that's my wife. I stay up editing, editing for
Right.
days because I just want to do better. And it becomes into, first it was something like, I'm just filming my sons and stuff. Then it's like, oh, hey, bro, you really dope at this. You really dope at this. So it's like, let me get on YouTube. What can I do to get better? How can I, you know, oh, he dope. How can I take this and, mix it together and, make me or, make my quality and make my videos better. So,
Right.
I don't never knock nobody or hate on nobody that's doing what they do. I pick everybody's brain and I big up everybody because it's like we all got to get to the next level. So, why hate on the next person? Always try to pick somebody
Right.
up. And if you can't help them, why not?
Right. And that's one thing I say that I can't say about my brother, man. James, he definitely is what I'm saying, a very good businessman. You know what I mean? He ain't one of these guys that's like he just was saying, like he ain't one of these guys that like keep stuff to himself. If he can help somebody out who's in the same field as him, you know what I'm saying, he'll do whatever he can, you know what I'm saying, to contribute to them getting some game on it, you know what I'm saying, whatever that might look like, and that's what I think I can definitely say about James. Now, this is what I want to get into right here because, like I said, me and my brother, we done been out of town with each other and everything. You know what I mean? And we
Sir.
had with the Tennessee a couple summers ago. You know what I'm saying? Last summer was that last summer? Summer?
Yep, last summer.
Yeah,
And,
last summer
and
man. We went to Tennessee. We went to Tennessee, man. We went to Tennessee. Goddamn, but you hear me, man? Down there in what's that?
Gallisburg.
Gallenberg, Tennessee. You hear me? We
Man.
filmed a whole football tournament for a whole 2 days, man. It was fire, man. It was a dope experience. I ain't never, and I was one, I know I didn't say this, thank you, Lord, but I was gonna say with my brother James, that was an experience. You feel me? That I really enjoyed that because I learned a whole lot. You know what I'm saying about as far as filming. You know what I'm saying, different angles and just being able to be out in the elements and stuff like that's really work, you know. You feel me? That's work.
Right.
That's
I
what.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think that was like one of my third biggest opportunities that I had far as large when we filmed for like 8 hour days, bro.
Right.
We was out there filming for like 8 hour shifts for like 2-3 days for this event, and we
Yeah.
was out doing crazy. Man, like I said, I see the growth and the potential in you and just the ambition as far as
Right.
the media podcast and everything. So it's like you said, why not bring somebody else along for the ride, that's just motivated as I am,
Mhm.
inspired by just the media. So why not? So, like I said, definitely, it was fun. It was a big opportunity. I think we filmed over like probably like 200 kids. It was a big opportunity. And then, we got to experience, the surroundings as far as Tennessee, Bears and all that good stuff, and like
You're
bring
crazy.
the team. I feel like that was my biggest position as far as being a leader, of the brand and taking over the brand. It's like, five of us. Let me get it, let's make sure we seal the deal. Let's make sure, business is handled the way business is supposed to be conducted
Right.
and everybody, get to make ends meet and enjoy the opportunity and just get the experience. So it was like something big for me and something that I'm proud about that I was able to give everybody that opportunity and experience, man. So
Yeah,
I appreciate you rocking with
oh, you already know, man. I'm telling you, man, that was dope, man. I had fun. We was out there in Gallenberg, just kicking it, man, filming them games. Like I said, so much experience, just learning how to use the camera, catch different angles, and getting out there, the little dudes getting, what I'm saying, out there playing football. It just was a dope experience, you feel me? And I appreciate that for real, man, because I got a lot from that. You know what I mean? And
you.
now that
Right. And
now listen here,
I'm
Jay, I can say this too, bro. Now that I'm off parole, I can say this. I was on parole too, and I was like, my man James hit me with this opportunity. I was like, no, I'm not supposed to be traveling out of state, but I knew we were.
my
I knew we
dog
were.
came with
I
no
knew
no
we weren't
questions
getting
asked.
into no type of effortry or nothing, though. So I'm like, man, no, I ain't missing up on this opportunity. And you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing. It was a
That's
beautiful
why I said
experience,
you
man.
were
I
real. You were
was
real
like,
one, bro. You come every time. I call you. You there for me every time I need you, man.
oh,
So
you
you
already
definitely,
know.
we locked in. And like I said, man, just being out, I'm glad that I gave people the experience and the opportunity, and it's just gonna keep growing and keep
Right.
getting bigger. And rocking with you to the wheels fall
Right,
off.
you already know, bro. Now I gotta get to this, man, because I've been noticing it from the promotion and all that, man. What's going on? I'm seeing that you getting into the apparel, the merch. I see you pushing it real heavy, man. You got the things going on. You providing apparel for the different teams and different styles and flavors and stuff like that, man. I'm loving that, man. I'm telling you, I'm loving that. You hear me, man? And I just wanted to
Appreciate
holler at you about that too, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Put somebody up some game about you know what I'm saying, how or as far as like how you trying to diversify the brand and all that stuff out of just, you know what I'm saying, use sports into other stuff like apparel and, you know, expand it.
right. Well, it just came into just a smart thing to do for as business and branding yourself. So it's like, kind of second to none with us being around, so many people in the community and so many, hands-on and, you know, the reach that we have in our community. So it's like, I just started as, let me lace my team up. Like as a business, we should have good apparel. We should look professional. And it kind of started as that, but it was like, other people just like got to see in the different mock-ups and designs, and they like, you film for us. Why can't we get merch from you? So it just kind of, went hand in hand for as sports and apparel. So I just kind of dug dived into it for real. We've been able to start some branding with great opportunity of parents, the community letting us, grab a few of their kids that believe in hard knock sports. Uh, you see them out with the merch, with the hard knock Letterman jackets. People in North Carolina. You got people in Columbus. You got
Fire,
all the
man, for real, man.
youth teams now rocking a brand because not to get off the subject, but far as fashion, it's kind of hard, to find, something that we used to. Um, and everything's colorful, everything's small, skinny, and now I go to the store, and just I walk right back out. So it's like, you know,
Yeah,
I can provide myself with stuff that I want to wear, comfortable, and provide other people, far as the community that, that knows it's Hard Knock Sports, or just to shop with us, you know, get your team apparel as well. So that's how that came about. For real, I just started as thinking as a business and as a businessman, just branding my team for real. It kind of took off far as, like I said, our reach with the community.
yeah, man. I'm telling you, and when it comes to the editing game, man, my man's so cold. You know what I mean? That's why he having the success he having. I want you to go ahead and cause I know this is like I said, I know this is a lot of young content creators coming up. You see them on TikTok, you see them on Facebook, you see them on Twitter, you see all these niggas, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, somewhere somebody may be watching this and where they hear what you got to say as far as like what it takes when it comes to putting in that work and learning them programs, like what type of program they should be familiar with as far as like a basis to start off in to introduce you into editing and when you come to getting videography and cinematography when you're capturing that footage and stuff, and you want to edit it and make it into something nice. Like, what is like some of the basics they should go through to start off to just get them started and familiar with it, so they can like eventually progress on the more advanced stuff.
Well, there's so many apps out right now, man. Like you said, TikTok and all these other apps, for as you know, different. Get interested in editing. Motivate yourself or as trying to create content and stuff like that, and get inspired by what you're doing for us editing and what you're seeing other people do. So it's just like me. I don't. I edit on programs. I believe like I say, in quality, and computers provide the best quality far as pushing to the next thing is television. Starting off, I started off using Mac, Apple computers and stuff. I was always told when I used to do music, anything entertainment that has to do with media, that Mac was always the best, products to use. So I started off using Mac, um, and I started off with, the basic that they have is iMovie. Um, but you can't do too much with that. But it's something great to start off with. So I took that and kind of produced it and went into Final Cut. You can look that up. Final Cut is a great editing program. Adobe Premiere is something that I have now took on to for Windows game.
Right.
Another great Apple or Mac is said Final Cut. Um, what is the other one? I believe iMovie Final Cut. It's another great one that I kind of got into this with Apple, but it's a lot of programs out there, man, that help you, get into editing, far as learning the tips and stuff, and get on YouTube, man. Get on YouTube. YouTube University will teach you everything. Um, it's hard work and dedication. I feel what makes me, uh, and I don't even feel like I'm the best at this, but I I take things to the next level. As far as I don't feel like cutting corners when I go to editing and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, that's can what separate you from the next person, you know, as far as bringing sound effects into it. Even if you got a word coming across, that changes, you know, from the eye to the ear. Now it's like I done seen something, I done heard something. So if take the extra step, you know, even if you've been on a project for probably 8 hours, uh, things don't happen in a day, man. So take your time and your editing. That's what's going to take you to the next level. That's what's going to help drive your business and you as a producer or a production or editor. So definitely don't cut corners and, you know, take time in your editing. That's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. And that's what I think that helps me set myself from other people. I'll go the extra mile and edit instead of, oh, it looks nice, I can go ahead and post it. Nah, let me, you know, watch this again, see what add to this, you know, like, you know, messing with Mooch is always, he taught me was uh bringing a feel for what you're watching. So it's like I want you to feel like if that, I bring that sound in, boom. Now you feeling what you watching. So that's something key that I have picked from his brain and I learned from him. You know, so like I said, take that extra mile and you know, set yourself apart from everybody as far as the editing. What was the other thing you wanted me to touch on?
Yeah, shout out to my homie Chaos Rain in the building. What's good with you, homie? You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with my brother James. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just wanted to just basically just tell them like as far as like when you want to get your editing game down, like what you want to start out with as far as like what type of software you want to use. You know what I'm saying? And now as far as like capturing the best quality footage you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, as far as cameras go, lenses go, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as somebody just getting started, you know what I'm saying, what would you suggest as far as like a starter kit, you know what I mean? For as far as them, you know, just fresh into the game, they feel like they want to be content creating, you know what I'm saying?
It's all type. It's ways. It all depends on how much you willing to invest in, you know, in yourself for real. You know, it's all kind of starter kits as far as cameras and stuff like that. Um, people different stroke for different folks. You know, some
Right.
people like this, some people like Sony, some people like Panasonic, some people, you know, it's all different type of cameras. You know, and I didn't had, believe it or not, and I had one of my cameras for about 4 years, and it's what you. It's not always the camera. Sometimes it's what you know, with the editing. Like I say, color grade, just not throw your film on the timeline, edit it, and don't color grade it because that also enhanced the look of what people were saying. So it's like I said, taking that's another step to take it to the next level. But it's like, man, it's so many computers, it's so many apps, and so many cameras and brands that I can name as far as to start out with. I'll say the standard is 12 to 15 millimeter or something standard. You can go with Canon. If you like to take pictures, people say Canon is the best for pictures. Um, and I know a lot of photographers and they use Canon. As far as lens, um, it depends on what type of person you is. You know, you always gonna have to invest and get more lens, but like I say, it depends on what field you in as well. You know, because I'm in a sports, so I might want to zoom in where I can sit back and I can catch far range.
Right.
You want to go shoot commercials or music videos, so the lens size is just varies as far as what you're doing for real. Um, that's basically it. It kind of varies from what you're doing. Like I said, if you shoot music videos, commercials, um, shooting sports. It just varies for as far as what you're doing. But I dropped a lot of names as far as camera wise. Like I said, myself personally, uh, we have I have a Panasonic G7. If you know anything about cameras, like I said, that's the camera I had that have been out for probably about five, three, quietest kept probably about 3 or 4 years. I brought that off of Mooch when he passed, no cap.
Oh
So
yeah.
I brought that camera off him. He kind of made me invest in it, like because when Mooch was around, we was holding the Ronins and stuff like that when the handheld kind.
Yeah.
Now they got kind of get your motion and stuff like that. But we used to hold the hand ones and run up on people or just chase people
Right.
down. With the Ronin M, I believe it was. They don't even make them no more. But we used to use those. Um, but like I said, it just varies. But I done had that, and it's 4K, and a lot of film that you see, I kind of kick ass with that because it's like pushing 4K processors, and I got a nice you know computer that I edit on, as far as this gaming processor with the nice screen. So I'll make sure I'll be deep dived into when I'm editing stuff, and
Right.
anything to help me see better or make my process quicker. Like I said, they got effect packs and stuff like that. You might see little or flipping or whatever the case may be. They have presets you can drop in now. So now it's not you taking so much time for where I had to when I was learning. It was pretty much I'm on YouTube mocking what they doing and writing it down. Now you can go buy a whole package, of all these different type of effects, and it just like put it on the end, put it on the beginning, so it's preset drops that can help your process as far as your business and your editing, making it a lot faster for you, being able to do more. So invest in that. You can invest in that.
Right, right. Shout out to my homie Cam that boy, man. Cam that boy. What's up with you, homie, man? He said good takes are very important too. And that's a fact. Now let's talk
Yeah,
about that since Cam that boy brought that up. You know what I'm saying?
true.
How
Real talk.
how
And that
important
comes from people that film and stuff like that, or
yeah,
because when you get on jobs and stuff like that, a lot of people don't know. Like I've been on a lot of jobs and they think it's just you record it, everything happened, and you catch everything and you edit it. It don't happen like that. It's like what you see on TV is done in takes, one at a time, two at a time, whatever the case may be. It's not just one shot. So you very right on that. Your text is important. Making sure you get the right angle. Making sure you got the right shot. So um, and that comes after. You know, I guess that sums up too with some of your quality and your cameras and stuff. But that kind of comes um, after you, like you said, you get what you need to get in the game. If you get you a standard little Canon kit or whatever the case may be, and you know what you want to do, look up on YouTube. I've looked it up. Best camera for video, or best camera for photography. Whatever field you want to go into, study it long, study it strong. Look up many resources, Google and YouTube. Now they got TikToks and stuff. Different photographers and video editors giving game as well on they little flashes of TikToks and Instagram reels and stuff like that. So it's like before you go, make sure you study and know what you want to do when you go in to buy these cameras and stuff like that. Because I had somebody tell me the same thing, and I'm like, go get this camera or whatever the case is. Like, well, I only want to do pictures. Well, if you would have told me that, I would have told you just to get this type of camera, instead of getting this type of camera, because this is good for video and this is good, Canons are good for photography. A lot of people like Sony for video, so Mooch was a big Sony head. He got me kind of hooked on that, but now I kind of up the game with Black Magic, the 6K Black Magic, and I feel like I'm ahead of the game with that because 6K TVs and processors they ain't even out. We'd have had that for a while, so it's like all I gotta do is hit the switch. 6K TVs come out, so it's always that's another thing. Always be I try to be ahead of the game with technology. It's moving so fast. Uh, Quality that you had 2 3 years ago might not last here in the next few years when you go to kick these videos out. Might be looking, some people know the 720 1080, the 4K processors, all that plays a part into when you're seeing it on TV or you seeing it on YouTube. So I try to tell, a few cats that I help edit and stuff like that, always go for, 4K or better. 4K or better. And I would say go big on the camera as far as getting some Sony. Um, if you're gonna get some Canon, I've never been a Canon person. I was always taught that it was good for photography, so I couldn't recommend a nice Canon for video. And uh, I believe you got one. I don't know what you got, but that your shots come out pretty nice. So maybe you can drop the link or something, help them out. On your feedback on the Canon on video.
Oh yeah, hey, listen here, Jay. It's a T7i. That's what it
T7.
is.
See, I couldn't even tell you what's the newest. I tried to keep up on every camera, like that's me now. Like as crazy as I'm up, and I'm not so much passionate about sports. I'm passionate about filming. So it's like people think I'll be, hey, you watch such and such last night? No, I don't watch football. I don't, if it's a Super Bowl or something, I might tap in then or something like that. But
Right.
it's like I watch sports for real. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm really, like I said, I've been doing sports filming for about 8 years, but I don't watch sports. That's my wife.
Hold on. So don't tell me Jay, don't tell me you the guy who films sports all day, every day around the year, but don't watch sports though, man.
It's just a passion for what I see, as far as it make it look like when I'm editing. So even when I'm watching TV, you can ask my wife, it's like, oh, I know how they did that, or oh, I gotta try that. I'm watching as far as, the field that I'm in now, it's like even when I'm watching movies, as far as the cut, how they cut quick on that, or how they make it do this and that. So it's like sometimes I don't even be watching TV to watch TV. I watch TV to, get better or learn something new or bring something new, to the table that I do. How I can make my stuff look different or look how it looks on TV. So it's just a lot of studying, man. And like I said, as far as cameras, man, just look it up on YouTube, man. These people,
I
Google
was
tell you
about
everything.
to say, bro, since you here and you the owner of this content, we can show a little bit if you want to, you know what I'm talking about? If
Oh,
it's up to you.
you got some content?
Yeah, I got some loaded up right now. We can check something out right now.
Oh yeah, pretty good guy.
Hold up.
Yeah, I think, man, it's like I said, it's important to try to be ahead of the game when you're doing production and editing and stuff like that.
First game of the season, we brought some 40 ball on here.
We just shot 2 days ago.
Inspired. It's just the beginning. It's the beginning. I'm telling you.
Shout out to my guy, Rue.
Yes, sir. We're going to take for this. It's a woman on the coach here. We came all the way to Columbia to put in some work and get some work in the team, for the top team. We didn't come here to do no cheerleading. Video. That's what we doing. That's all we doing, giving out donuts. It's free. So let me know. You need a game, let us know. Look us up on Facebook and follow the Strap team.
I did edit.
My name is Demetrius Thomas, and my position is corner and receiver, and I play for Firehawks.
My name is King. I play quarterback, tight end, and I play for the Indiana Firehawks.
My name's Cole Whitner. I play quarterback and corner, and
My name is Josh, and I play running back, tight end, and linebacker. And I play for the Firehawks.
my name is Fortin. I play lineman, and my football team is
Bro, I think it's probably like,
Firehawks. I play for.
Hold on, I got you, bro. Don't even trip.
Hey, but look, this is a tag team one. I let Rue edit this one. I let Brian Tucker, my guy, my partner, go up to the jersey reveal. You just passed it, the one with the lights and stuff. There you go.
Right here.
Yeah, that's my edit. Little jersey right there. We just
National champs? National champs, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all. New jerk. Check it out.
What the heck is this? What Coach Kurt got in his bag?
Whole lot of ice. Hey. Whole lot of ice. Be what up? Whole lot of ice.
I'm crazy for this one.
Hey. Ice on me hit. Whole lot of ice. Cardi up. Whole lot of ice. In the door, lady flick. Whole lot of ice. Who could jump out the pendant? Whole lot of ice. Walk it did this. Whole lot of ice. Turn it on miss. Whole lot of ice. Hold up your wrist. Whole lot of ice. Hold it like this. Say whole lot of ice. Left wrist, snow cone, water on both on. Benefit, I ain't put the rope on. All white bricks with the coke on. Walking told me did AP photon. You ain't seen bird like this is so long. So much ice I feel like frozen. Bricks won't unthaw when you blow on it. Cause the piece on the way is to go on it. With the wop and I spent 4-0 on it. Know it came with a case, no bow on it. Why put me in the game, I'ma score on it. In the dark, all my ice shows on it. Hit different when you put slow-mo on it. If the chain don't hit, it's snow on it. If you reach for the chain, I'ma blow something. With the budget wall, dog said no. Ice on me hit, whole lot of ice.
Yeah, see that was one of the most recent projects I believe I added it. Like I said, that was a jersey reveal for the Columbus Ice national champs from last year, the youth team in Columbus. And even when you see it, you seen the the booms, the booms, all that gave you a feel for what you're watching, and far as everybody right now got a short attention span, so it's like it's kind of hard to get everything in short time. A lot of people's attention spans, they believe in editing is probably a minute and 20 you got, or not even that, probably a minute to keep your people's attention span. So it's like when you edit and boom, 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 it's like now they gotta lock in because they gotta see what's going on, and they holding on to what they seeing, and they also getting that sound that's giving them the feel, is making them lock into what they seeing. It's like that's that going the extra mile when you edit it. So that was one of my recent projects. Me and my partner did, but that's the one that I had edited myself right there. Appreciate it, my guy.
Yeah, you already know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to bring my guys up here where I know who out here actually doing stuff out here, man. You know what I'm saying? That could give the young brothers some motivation, you know what I'm saying, to maybe take a different lane, man. Anybody who might be interested or actually just actively pursuing a career similar to what you got going on, so they can see another brother doing it, doing it to a real professional level, they can soak up some game from them, because it's always good to see people who being great in the field that you want to be in, excelling in the field that you want to be in. It's always good to soak up some jewels from them. Now, as far as like what you got going on for the summer, what's the summer looking like for 2022?
Oh man, the sky's the limit. I'm only trying to get better than I was last year. So it's like I said, what can I bring to the people's vision of, as far as me editing and something for my company and brand? How can I make us look better? How can I help us stand out even better? What can I do different, to keep, everybody's eyes locked in? So that's the goal for me and the mission for me for this whole season. You already know how we rocking, man. We locking in. If you need us out here on the sports, you got a kid play sports for one of these teams, just tap into Hardknock Youth Sports, come out, document. We put drones up, we mic them up. We give them a feel like they see the NFL players like some of their role models. So we want to make our youth feel just like their role models in sports. They see them getting interviewed, they see them mic'd up in a game, they see us bringing a different, like far as bringing different angles where parents can now see their kid perfectly now. Oh, he got a shot from the back, he got shot from the side, you got the drone on top, you got them mic'd up. So it's like, sheesh, you make them feel, celebrating the youth is key. like I said, when we was growing up, we ain't had that, and it's people like you, that's giving us our flowers, platforms, to give us our flowers for the great things that we do in the community. So I appreciate it.
You already know, bro, man. All I gotta say, man, my platform is open to any and everybody who doing something positive, you know what I'm saying, making some real change, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People be saying that black men ain't building nothing out here. My brother James, man, been out here building this brand, and it's just been nothing but expanding since I been introduced to this guy from my brother Mooch. You know what I'm saying? I seen when he first started, that just was, just getting started basically at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of been doing it for a second, but now, like, and especially since I say I've been on the road with this brother, like I see, like, you know what I'm saying, my brother, he done expanded the whole damn now into the apparel, like I'm seeing it, like,
Yeah.
I'm just glad to have access to it and be a part of it. And that's why I say it's already, you already know, man, whenever I got something going on, man, gotta let people know what my brother got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't just good at what he do, he great at what he do. And he deserved to have a platform to sit up here, talk about his accomplishments, how he got to where he got to, and you know what I'm saying, because there could be some young brothers listening to this, watching this, who probably want to do the same thing. And this guy come from where y'all come from, man. You hear me? Been through stuff y'all been through.
I don't want to get off subject. I want to tap in on one more thing, far as you said, far as inspiring people, and in this field, or just might want to do the same thing that I'm doing, or just even pick up a camera. It's like I said, there's a lot of hard work in it. It just, like I said, study it and just be motivation for others, inspire other people to be great. And you never know, like, like I said, I started doing this in 2014, just filming my sons, and now, I've been doing it for 8 years consistently. Um, ha, I don't knock anybody that works a job, but I work for myself. So it's like I'm able to pay my bills, I'm able to live my life, I'm able to do what I love to do. So it's like, I'm passionate about it, and I'm happy about every opportunity, and appreciate everybody that's locking in, because they giving me a chance to express, my love for what I do, and also feed my family. So, if it's something you want to do, like I say, invest in it, and go big with it. And always think about, don't think about today, think about tomorrow, think about, the future, think ahead. If you, like I said, I went and brought different cameras and stuff. So it's like, I'm always ahead of, what may happen, or, as far as this quality and production thing, I might be getting off the subject, because a lot of y'all don't probably understand what the heck I'm talking about. Like, man,
Nah, you
I don't
definitely
know.
ain't getting off subject, bro. You good. Go ahead, bro.
I don't get it. I just think of cameras. If y'all buy any camera and I'm good to go. Like, I didn't have people come to me like, I didn't brought this, bro, and it's not looking like yours look. I'm like, it's different components that come into making your, different lenses. You got to invest in lenses, and it's also picking the right body, picking the right brand, and picking the right camera for whatever field that you want to go into. As far as, like I said, if it's photography or if it's videography. So just invest in it, man. And like I said, think about the future. Like, if it's 4K TVs right now, you need to be looking into a 6K camera. How can you make your quality outlast everybody else? So always, don't look at it as, hey, I took $4,000 or $5,000 out my pocket and just invested in cameras, drones. My wife like, you ready for this?
That's what I wanted you to get into, bro. For I want you to talk about them drones, because my man been going in on the drones. He got we been out there on the field a couple times, and you know what I'm saying, Brittany done threw him up in the air, and I'm like, oh, it's a whole different dimension and aspect to the content. Talk to him about that, how they, you know what I'm saying, when they want to incorporate, if you is getting into this content and game. Hold on, let me come up. So if you're gonna get into this content and game, tell them how vital, how important it is to incorporate this drone experience and this footage into it. It just adds a whole nother dimension to your content.
Yeah. It sets you apart from others. It's a whole nother ball game and a different aspect as far as visual that you can bring with far as with your company and your brand, and like I said, stand out from others because you a lot of the times you just got the basic that's going on, angles from the side, whatever the case. And like I said, with me doing sports, it was only right, and I was kind of pushed into to the drone thing because Mooch was the drone head, he was the flyer, he was the GOAT, he was he was a founder. I was just co-founder. He kind of blessed me with that title, and I was just rocking with him. Like, so when he passed, you know, I grabbed one, and it was like I had to learn myself. So, like I said, I got on YouTube, watched a lot of videos. What was the nicest? If I can get 4K at the cheapest price, or as far as drones, DJI is the best brand to go with. That's more professional. That's what military people use. That's what TV people use. As far as their quality that they push out. That's the brand that they go with as well. So, like I said, I look on Hollywood people behind the scenes. I look at their cameras and different components they have. So when I got into that, I was just like, I taught myself how to fly the drone basically. I taught myself how to fly the drone basically. I
Right.
just started bringing that aerial look to the game, far as people not being always to see their child from this angle or that angle. Oh, now I can boom. There's no way they gonna miss them now. Now it's like like I said, when I edit, I like to bring a feel. So I don't know if y'all watching like the Netflix little sports thing. So I try to bring like a movie feel, Netflix feel when I pull the drone out. When we did that Super Bowl last year, I believe it was with the Cowboys and stuff, and we was out there like 4 or 5 deep flying the drone. Me and you was on the floor getting the floor angle. So it's very
Right.
key to taking it to the next level, because it's like you can see everything now. You can't miss that kid and that customer or that client that wants, your film. It's like, oh yeah, this is why I'm going with him, because I'm guaranteed to see my kid now. He bringing a different look now. Just like the NFL, they got the overhead shots coming over, boom, 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 switching from the behind the play or whatever the case is. So it's like
Right.
reality, bringing a reality look for your production. And that's what I think how we set ourselves aside from others, kind of trying to bring the best televised look we can to our community, to the youth, and to the sports game. So
Yeah, no,
John,
this also I want to ask you too, man, because what I mean, being a father and all of that, man, I know, what I'm saying. This I want you just to speak on this, the feeling you get as, what I'm saying, creating this content for these young guys and just seeing it, how it just motivate them, what I'm saying, and inspire them to look on their face when they actually see it for themselves. You know what I mean? I want you to speak on that aspect of it as far as like, like I said, because you a father as well. I want you to speak on like as far as what your
right,
business got going on, how what I'm saying, like what that makes it just that much more meaningful and stuff. You know what I mean?
right. Like I said, it's a blessing and it's a gift. Like I said, like I said, I taught myself. I was doing it probably 3 or 4 years before I linked up with my guys, and it was just like kind of studying everything. So like I said, it was a gift maybe for me to be able to produce it for my own kids, and them being able now, I got 19-year-old sons now, they're gonna be able to go and watch themselves when they was 4 or 5 years old. So it's a blessing, man. And like you said, the kids run up to you, Hardknock, oh, I watch you, or I'm subscribed, or are you gonna post the game? Or every time I'm pulling up, oh, you don't know him, that's Hardknock. Like it's a blessing because I know where I came from, um, we all got a past. We all had different routes, but it's like I found something positive that I can do that my kids can be proud of me. They can watch my videos. They can watch what I do, and it's in a positive light, because I was doing things that wasn't so positive, and it's like I had a epiphany, like I got to change my ways. So it's like, let me stick to this camera, because they love what I'm doing for my kids, and I just kind of took it serious and kept going with it. So it's like it's a blessing when these kids out there, and I kind of built myself up to where these kids love 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 me for what I do, and just people in general. it's just a blessing, bro.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. I just, I'd say for myself, especially when we was out there in Tennessee, man, I just like just how the kids just was excited just to have us out there, like just to see the motivation in them from to play that much harder. You know what I'm saying? We done got hella shots with little dudes when they do a nice little play, they come in the camera just, and when I seen all of it done, see what I'm saying? It's a dope feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it's a super dope feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Right,
it was just nice to
right.
be a part of something like that, you know what I mean? Because these young dudes, you know, especially the guys that
Now,
be
now, not only is it your job, but it's like they count on you now because
right,
it's like
exactly. And that's what I'm
you've
saying.
been
Like,
working with me for a few seasons and got a few bookings. Like they counting on you to pull a Hard Knocks gonna be at the field. You gonna game? They
my
counting to
game next
see.
Saturday, man. My game next Saturday.
They
That's what they
counting on
do.
every week, man. It's a beautiful thing, and like I said,
Yes.
it's just something that it drives me, motivate me to even keep going more. Because like I said, it's not only a job or a business, but it's a blessing to be able to help these kids, be able to see themselves in documentation and even put themselves in position if this is something that they really want to do for the rest of their lives, go to college, go to the NFL, and these are the type of things that they need to, get themselves to the next level, even if it's just top 100 sports camp. They need request film. They're able to, oh yeah, I've been documented by Hardknock. Let me go ahead and show them my link now. It's just simple as that. As far as you working backwards and like I don't got documentation, I gotta now buy it. It's like now why wait? Now everybody notices the wave, so it's like you get on and definitely if this is something what your kid want to do for the rest of their life, this is the route, and make sure you're getting the best quality when you're doing it. So, like I said, it's a blessing, bro. It's definitely been a
Yeah,
blessing.
it
Like I
definitely
said,
is.
being able to help the youth, help the community, and even to help myself and my family at the same time. Waking up when I want to, hopping on the computer, editing, doing what I love to do, bro. It's like not a work for me. It's like this is what I love to do. Okay, I got this job. I
That's
just
what's
did. I
up.
know I'm gonna wake up about 10, 11 o'clock. I'm gonna stick on the computer for about 8 more hours, and that's, it's the luxury and it's a blessing because it's like I said, it's inspiring because you got others counting on you now, and they kids want to see it, their grandparents want to see it. So it's like, like I said, I don't try not to cut corners. I try to set myself, to a higher standard than others and take, the long route far as putting in the extra time on my editing and the visuals, because not only is, they parents seeing this, but like a potential coach or just you can
Right.
catch wind, ESPN or somebody. So it's like, when they see it, they're gonna be like, okay, these guys are the real thing. They definitely, not just bull crapping. They investing in what they doing. They skilled at what they do. And anybody looking to book us, they gonna see it, the proof in the pudding. So it's a blessing, bro. And I'm glad that, like I said, I'm glad that you've been rocking with me. I can count on you
You
for it.
already know, brother. You already know, man. And like I said, I could definitely attest to that, man. Cause like I say, man, them young dudes, man. I know be all type of recruiters and stuff up there at them games. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you be filming them high school games, and they just be capturing them in a way that what I'm saying. When these recruiters see them, man, they like, oh man, that looks good. Like you know what I mean? And like I said, just the connection that you build. And like I say, this all goes back to what my homie John Jay be saying. Shout out to my homie John Jay, man. John Jay always be telling y'all build y'all kingdom. And you heard my man say, he said, you get up in the morning, he hop on the computer and he edit for 8 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he take care of his family. That don't nothing say building your kingdom more than that. You know what I'm talking about?
Even if it's like I got 6 kids, so it's like I still take care of my father duties and stuff like that. But far as me not having somebody looking over me or me not having to be there at this time, or I'm able to get up, take my son to school, drop my daughter off, come
Mhm.
home, and what I want to do, what I love to do, and I can stop when I want to stop. Just the luxuries of putting in a lot of work, man, putting in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of searching and investments into something I love to do, and like I said, being able to provide it for the rest of the community, man, it's like second to none. This is the best job ever, man.
Yeah, it is.
Best job.
I gotta say
They
that, man.
is running up to you. They hit their touchdown. They running up to you. You the cameraman. They like, let me pop my stuff. Like you get that man there. They like, oh, where's it gonna be at? It's gonna be on YouTube. Or now they see you. They screaming your brand. They screaming your name when you out on the field. Or you that go-to guy. So like I
That's
said,
dope, bro.
it can turn into just maybe a business to you, but this is a blessing and opportunity for me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, it is, man. Because like I said, man, when them little dudes run up to you, hey man, it's gonna be on YouTube, man. You hard knock, man. You want me to skip? And I said that's dope. And like I said, I just love how my man just stuck to it with him and Moose started off and just stuck to it because what I'm saying, it's a real live brand, like you know what I mean, like. My man be everywhere, like South Carolina, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? This little dudes all across the country, it was a hard lot, man, you know what I mean? And I just think that's just so dope how you just been able to expand a brand like that, you know what I'm saying, and create the situation for yourself that you create, because that could be some motivation to these young brothers out here, man. You ain't got to go no other type of road, you know what I'm saying? It's ways out here. Let me bring my man Chaos Rain in, man.
Wait, 1 second. Let me change up something. Hold on.
Let me bring my homie Chaos Rain in, man. This one of my dudes right here. He had me on his show a couple of months ago, James. You hear me? He a good brother, man, doing this thing on YouTube.
On the show, brother.
Chaos Rain was good, brother.
All right. You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right, cool. What's good, man? What's good?
What's the deal
It's
with
been
you,
a while
brother?
since I jumped on a few panels. Well, actually, I've been always panel jumping when necessary, but been busy. It looks like you learned something very educational in regards to how to put out proper videos with the unique tools. Some that is free and some you might have to pay.
Definitely.
Sure.
Especially. I'm not a proponent of people could pay for certain applications to do certain things. I tell people many times there's I guess the rich way to do it and there's the poor way of doing it. The choice is yours. You get me? You gotta get in how you fit in. Personally, as you know, not saying I want to pay. The only thing I have actually paid was to have like a simple short custom video. Was the only thing I spend money on. But besides everything else, I have not really invested too much yet because there's so many tools out here. Is that if you know how to use it right, they will give you the same productivity and outcomes. You get me? I mean, if you think about most
it depends on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. It depends on you. Right on a few things. Like you said, it's so many ways and corners you can cut. But it depends on what you in the game for. If it's something quick you're trying to do, or is it something you want to last longevity? So, sometimes you do got to pay for the best quality. There's no way around it sometimes. So it all depends on what you look for.
And not only that, you got to always keep in mind the amount of time you're investing in this. See, to put out certain videos and you're imagining and presenting, it takes a sense of creativity that a good portion of us don't really have personally. So we'll have to, improvise. And we might have to watch a few videos here and there just to know how to just get our feet wet in regards to a few editing process, especially doing uploads, as you know, as I came in growing, doing content on YouTube, I talked to a few people, and as I pick up certain things on the low, I just started to add it on, As you know, if you check through the oldest material I have on my channel, I use like, what do you call that? Movie Maker. Then I moved on to Cadian Live, and eventually I paid just to have like the special short little video graphics, for intro. And anything else presented to me, I'm probably will take on to add on to the content. Nonetheless, every year varies depending on what I can find to make the content a little better. It won't be perfect, but like I said, this takes a lot of time and a little money just to put out quality. You get me? As you know, streaming is the easiest thing most of us do nowadays anyway. And it's good, it's cool, depending what type of streaming you're doing. I still heart people, if you could do little uploads here and there, it would be beneficial as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't just constantly stream completely every, chance you get. You're going to have to probably throw some uploads here and there, just to make people know that you do have the capability to put out a video edit, or something. So that just sit. And mind you, it all depends on your audience too, because when you start building yourself up, some people might like what you do largely, some people might not like what you upload. You know what I'm saying? It varies. But I tell people you always gotta mix up a little bit so that you're multifaceted if you're gonna use social media or YouTube, just to give a different element to your content.
That's a fact. I gotta agree with you that, and that's why I always say you gotta diversify the content, man. Especially when we're dealing with this YouTube, because when you make a certain type of content, you get in what is known as the algorithm.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want the algorithm to get familiar with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta diversify your content. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming up, Chaos.
All right.
What's going on with you, brother?
Everything else is good still. Actually, I was supposed to do some video right now because for the channel. But like I said, I'll be back on probably next week or so.
You do a podcast as well?
I do podcasts also on this channel and another platform. I have guests calling, and we just have the conversation. Actually, I did podcasting first before I started doing content on YouTube back in 2019 personally. When I first did podcast, I think it was like 2016. I started doing podcasting on Blog Talk Radio, and eventually went to free conference. And eventually, I came here on YouTube. And really, to be honest, it was not really the goal at first. Because what I was doing was cool. I mean, I didn't make money on it at all.
Yeah, you
but as
going out a little bit, Chaos Rain, man. It's like it's going in and out a little bit.
You hear me good? You hear me good? Is my audio good? Sound good? Hello? Sound better now?
Kind of choppy.
Yeah, it's a little chopped up.
It must be the internet. Let me jump down and see if I can fix it.
Yeah, that's my homie Chaos Rain right there, man. He been doing this thing on YouTube, man. He got a nice little, subscriber count, following going on. He be doing a lot of stuff, man. He's a good guy, man. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to bring my man back up real quick.
Dope. That's dope.
All right. Is the audio better now?
Yeah, it's a lot better, man. It's crispy.
Yeah. Like I said, when I did Blog Talk back in 2016, then free conference the next year, I believe. And eventually I found my way onto you, doing my own content on my channel back in 2019. And at the time, everybody, I wasn't really thinking of getting paid doing this first because, like I said, it was something that I discovered from another person that was doing streams on the call lines like daily. So I listened and said, it sounds cool. And eventually offered me, say, anybody want to jump on panel and do this, do a show? I said, I'll think about it. And within a few months, I said, let me see how it goes. And back in, I think it was 2015, I did something, and eventually I kind of liked it. So I said, let me see where it goes. And eventually I'm doing it now. So I kind of like it. So you could say a little small passion hobby. And, it's a very unusual journey. Personally, doing this on YouTube. Usually I thought it was going to be more easier, but it's much more complicated as it seems. As you know, Virgil, the content you put out and what I put out totally different, but it's something that's not deemed friendly to YouTube. Personally.
Right.
Exactly.
So
it's not, because we see other people put out content that really you don't make people think. I don't want people to be afraid or scared when we put out certain content, but let people know saying it's not only your fault, but everything is orchestrated for the great demise, not only our people, but just people, but general people in general. You get me? They stopped talking about this back in 2012. You get me? Because that's when we really started shift with YouTube in 2012. Actually, I know a person that does content said usually people could talk about anything, important topics, things that make people think. But since after 2012, that changed drastically. So now that I'm late to the party like yourself. At times, it's hard to grow the audience now because when they follow the algorithm and follow what we're speaking and saying, they look at it and say not only is commercial friendly, but it might possibly, if done right, make people think. And not in the business to make people think, it make people be consumers. You get me? Consumption
That's
is
a
the name of the
fact.
game. You get me? If they're not able to make money off this or consume, they don't want it. That's why you hear people complain about the shadow ban. Shadow ban only exists when you talk something that they don't want. Period. You get me? Where they
That's a
deem
fact.
it's unworthy. They say, no, I can't make nothing off this. I can't have this in the area, especially if it gets traction. You get me? They'll put out foolishness before they put out this. You know? But we're not gonna argue because it comes with territory, because when you doing what is considered right, you're gonna create enemies. You're gonna create people that's not gonna like it. It is what it is. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I like what you're doing, brother Harbor. I saw you. Yeah, I just checked your channel. Pretty good. It's good. I mean, hoping that it grows from what it is now. I mean, this is just the infant stage of what you're doing now, depending on how long you've been doing content. But it's gonna pick up very drastically. You get me? Because you got the visuals down pack. You get me?
Appreciate it, man. I don't plan on stopping. I only plan on trying to get better and like you said, expand my vision, and bring different content to the to the platform.
That's all we expecting for each other. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me jump down. Thank you, Virgil. I'll talk to you.
You already know Chaos Rain, man. Shout out to you, bro. Peace and talk to you, homie. Yeah, that's the homie. Shout out to Chaos Rain, man. That's the homie right there, man. You know what I'm saying? He doing things too. And when it comes to this content creating situation, man, like I said, man, as far as me, James, I already know how I am, bro. I'm talking about, man, whatever platform you need to use to do whatever it is you're trying to do, man, you make it happen, man. I don't give a fuck.
Raw facts,
I
whether
want
you like it or not.
I wouldn't care if it was one person watching, man. Do your thing, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Because eventually, other people gonna, give you expectation and give you your ear, and they hear what you saying. They might feel the same way. So it's like, don't be silent. Get off your chest what you got and speak how you feel. I'm a speech all day. You feel me?
right. And that's why I rock with my brother right here now, man. As far as like now that we done sit here and gave up hella game on the content creating video editing game, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to tell them about as far as like, you know what I mean, when it comes to taking things to the next level, you know what I'm saying? What is your vision outside of just the apparel? That's for the vision. Like you doing anything like else in the community as far as like you, anything I don't know about? Because I know you always be having stuff going on, James, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since we actually really had a chance to really chop it up like that. Because the schedules and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? What else? What else outside of that you got going on? I know because you keep something going on, man.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get it first ring and message here soon. But I stay working, man. So it's like I'm helping somebody that that was in prison for so long. I believe she was in prison for 18 years. And
Mm-hmm.
the lady, Keisha Green, she was on the Monique show when she had that prison show about women. So she was
Oh,
one that
okay.
was on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was blessed with the opportunity to do her editing and to tell her story. You know, you helped me out with the premiere,
Oh, that's
and
what we did. Oh, girl, that was her.
yeah, I shot another one too. I'm gonna send you the link. Let me know what you think.
Oh, that's
But
what's
she
up.
kind of blessed with the opportunity of wanting to have me shoot the rest of her episode. So it's basically gonna be like everything you see now, done in done in episodes. I mean, in little series. So she's gonna turn her. She's already put out a few books, so now this is something she want to work on as far as visual from
Okay.
from the eye, from to the mind. So she basically want to work on a visual as far as she done a few books. So now she want to tell a few of her stories and some of her passion from being locked up 18 years with 12 other ladies, with 12 other ladies that had cases, you know, and some of their trials and tribulations and their stories that they have faced, as far as, you know, some of the stuff they were sentenced for. It was a lady that was sentenced for like 32, 33 years, you know, murdering the guy that molested her daughter. So she's telling her story about, you know, what happened and, you know, how to go from a negative to a positive, you know, as far as being and all that and coming out and how to be able to make it on these streets now. So you have 12 different ladies that face, you know, numerous years of time and the trials and tribulations they have been through. So I've been blessed with the opportunity to film the rest of our series. So that's something that I'm working on other than sports. We got some coming up here, I believe, in August, a shoot that we're gonna start on. But you know, football season coming up, so I'm just excited about that, and try to think of a way, you know, provide a community with, you know, we already kind of, you know, built so much of a platform and a foundation for ourselves. But it's always, you know, get better, never settle. You know, even though, you know, a lot of people love what we doing and feel like, you know, other people can't do what we do. It's never settling, you know, always trying to get better and try something new, bring a different look, you know, because like you said, there's new content creators every day. And like, I get inspired, bro. I get inspired. I have Instagram and TikTok and stuff, bro. I just look. That's all I follow is other photographers, videographers, and I'll be looking at the equipment they have and just the shit that they shoot, and I'll just be inspired. How can I do that, or just motivate me to even get up, you know, off my ass and try it, and go out and, you know, try something, bring something different to the table as far as what I do, you know. So
I was gonna say it's crazy that you mentioned doing the because that so when we went up there to that store today that day on Livingston and James, that was would you that's oh okay, that's the same thing.
That was a trailer. Yep.
Oh, and okay. So now that's expanded into a series.
Yep. That's the trailer for it. Right. Yep. That's the trailer we shot. Shoot, man. I shot two other projects for but one of them was like kind of the premiere sum up what the whole thing is going to be about, like something how you see a movie trailer and then you will see maybe the extra premiere. This is something that we did to kind of give a detail as far as not only their backgrounds and you know, stuff that they've been through, which you may see in a glimpse of the trailer, but it's like this one is giving you the visual now. So the lady, you know, one of her biggest falls, maybe she got into it with drugs and took drugs one time and she overdosed. You know, that was one of her wife. You know, so it's deep to her and it's very sentimental far as trials and tribulations and stuff like that. It's kind of a deep story. And just to be able to work with ladies like just different stuff that they've done, drugs and possession, just you know, murder, kill, whatever their cases may have been. I'm like, I know some tough women in my life, man. I know some tough guys, like, you know, doing 33 years, doing 18 years, doing 16, 17. It's like, man, y'all some strong ass women. Like,
and listen here, Jane. And this is the reason why I wanted you to come on and talk about that, because I just had one of my childhood friends on last night who I grew up with, who she did 4.5 years in the joint. And I had her on here, you know what I'm saying, basically just putting the young girls up on game who might be living a certain lifestyle. I just had her share her experience with them. So, you know what I mean? It's great. And now that I remember that you was doing that, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say I completely forgot, but I didn't even set
The
this up
line
with
was
you.
going
Yeah,
on. I was like, Bird, I need you. Bird,
yeah.
right there. Like, look, get that shot, this shot. We just out there working. So
That
it's
was
like
dope,
this.
man. That was dope right there in the hood too. But this I bring it up to say this, that what did Cupcake tell y'all? Cupcake told y'all them girls in there is savages. You hear me? Some
Man.
raw chicks up there in Marysville, man. You hear me, man?
And even like in this next part that I shot that I'm gonna send to you, they even go into depth. You know, like women are some of the most dangerous women. You know, people not to be slept on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like they can do some. If you think about it, like they're not to be slept on. That you feel me? These individuals, men are strong, but women, they're emotionally and they surrounded there. So it's like. You can't sleep on women. Like you said, I ain't never been to a woman's prison, but you heard the experience from a young lady that is savage in there, and some of the stories that they was telling, and just some of the, like I said, some of the cases they were involved in. It was like,
Wow.
it's like
That's what you did?
you did
Shout out to
33
my
years.
brother Detroit 313 in the building, man. What's up with you, brother, man? How you doing, brother? Y'all hit that like button. Click on that subscribe alarm bell, man. Subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm saying? If you would, if you could, if you can, you know what I mean? You ain't got to, man. But if you can afford to, definitely bless that cash out right there. You know what I'm saying? But, we over here chopping up with my brother James, man. It's been a pleasure to have you on here, brother. Like I say, man, I'm going to use my platform to big up, you know what I'm saying, people I know who really doing things out here, man, and really handling business, man, who can, possibly give our young homies, man, a more positive, perspective of what they could be out here doing versus what they being led to do or being influenced to do that, out here that ain't going to involve you losing your life. You making money, you can take care of your family, building your kingdom, as my homie John Jay say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But at the same time, you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to run up on you, do nothing crazy to you. And you helping out in the community because you creating an atmosphere where when these young brothers see themselves on YouTube, it influence them to want to go harder. You never know, one of these dudes, we want to start hearing about Hardknock youth sports. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids being in the NFL or playing on some of these colleges or something. So, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be fire. I can't wait to start seeing that, man.
We filmed a few, people that made it to college, definitely pro material, just some outstanding kids, and just a blessing to be able to, film and document them. Like I've been able to document two people that are like family to me. The Russell family, very talented kids, man. Since they were playing with my kids, 13, 14, it's key age groups where you find out who you are as a young man, or you get tempted to these other people around you and stuff. So it's like to have a role model is key, and a lot of us didn't have that, or even have inspiration to want to do something. It's just based off of what we seen in the streets, or what we seen with our own eyes. So if it's somebody out there like us that can shine a different positive light, as far as not having to try to be a rapper, smoke weed, or you ain't gotta be a thug, and you ain't gotta sell dope to make a living. You know, hey, you can create a business for yourself if you dedicated to it. So hey, I'm testimony of it, and I'm just trying to shine a light on the young brothers and the youth. And like you said, man, keep them out the street, man, because
Right.
it's so easy to get trapped. I got 19-year-olds. Both my sons just graduated. Man, the proud father. Talk about a proud father, man. All the trials and tribulations, and just peer pressure out there, man. I know that just my sons alone went through, and kids go through now. It's just like, man, it's crazy. You got to really keep your kids close by, and try to keep them out of trouble now. So if it's like something like this, man, get them into something positive, and try to do something positive to keep them positive. Because like I don't got nothing against rappers or anything like that, but I was passionate about making music and stuff like that, and what comes with the entertainment is what we see. So that's what we try to put out for our visual. So My kids might get on YouTube, see me in a rap video smoking weed, and I'm in the basement rapping my tracks about this, that, and the third, So it's like either, my last music project I did, I switched it up and try to do everything positive way and not too much of, the tragic stuff that we go through in life or the shoot 'em up, bang, bang. And them looking at that and trying to think that's the way to go, or getting peer pressure by people at school, hit this blunt, or you got to be gang, or this is such gang over here. So many stupid gangs out here these kids is making.
Man,
So
it's
it's like
crazy.
the Kia boys, like it's crazy, man. You got these kids everywhere, and it's like you gotta be cool. You gotta be cool to fit in. So it's like, what you gonna do? You gonna do sports, or you gonna be in the streets? So it's like, man, are you can find people like us, as to how I want to start a business. It just, putting this, content in front of them and giving them a different light or something to see,
Right.
So it's like I'm blessed to be able to do it, and just, provide something positive for the kids to see. 'Cause like I said, I wasn't shining a positive light on my own kids, so it made me think like, oh, I got to change what I'm doing, And even with the music, so much of me, and I was doing music, so much of investing and try to put on a persona of what you have to look like to be a rapper. So
Right.
it's like, give an aspect of my kids, and they was at the time, they was 13 in a teenage stage, now they 19. So it's like being them graduating and actually not having no kids and being able to, they walked across the stage with, being able me to shine a positive light for them for so many, like probably 5 to 6 years, I believe, after I stopped doing music, and document them where Dad, you come to my game, boom, boom.
Right.
Everybody know your dad coming to the game, you highlighting them, or
Right now.
it just turned into a beautiful thing. Like, like I said, to kids counting on to you, to your kids counting on you, to you becoming a role model to, other kids and organizations. And like I said, just the key age group right now is, is 12 to 13, man. If you wrap your arms around one of these kids and try to put something positive in their life, it's easy for these kids to get peer pressure and distracted into thinking they gotta, do something that ain't, the right road to choose. So, man, I'm just blessed to be able to do something positive and shine that light, man.
Yeah, man. And like I say, man, and that's the reason why I wanted you to come more tonight, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gotta keep shooting my homie John Jay out, man. I'm all about inspiring these young dudes, building their kingdom, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That old way of doing it is a wrap for that, man. I'm letting y'all know right now. It's only gonna either end you up dead or in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the two.
Man.
And you ain't gonna never be able to grow into the man you could possibly potentially be if you was in either one of them places. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you get in there for a life sentence, it's a wrap. And I just want to thank my brother James for coming up. Because like I said, he's a brother out here doing this thing. He made a way for himself, taking care of his family, you know what I'm saying, creating some generational wealth, what I'm all about, you know what I'm saying? Creating that generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? You're raising up 2 sons. They ain't got no kids. They ain't in no gangs. They ain't out here smoking weed, trying to be on no gang stuff or no silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Both of them play football, or is it just one of them?
Huh?
Don't one of you play football?
One of my sons is still continuing football.
Right.
He's figuring out, what college he want to attend now.
Okay.
But as they got older, as when they was younger, as all fathers, we push our kids to try to be great. So it's like, football was something I kind of made them do. Then they grew liking it. But as they got older in high school, it was like, I'm gonna sit back and be a father now. I'm gonna let y'all choose what y'all want to, how you want to develop, what route you want to take. So I'm not gonna push you to play sports all the time. So one of my sons, I think he played his sophomore and junior year. Then he got into drawing, into technology, video games and stuff. So that's something that he's deep into. My other son, he's just so passionate about football, so that's something we continue. I'm
Right.
just kind of glad that they didn't fall victim to smoking weed and having kids at a young age. Yeah, because I had mine at 17, so y'all 19. I'm like, whew. I'm kind of, I got y'all past where mistakes I done made. I'm shining positive light, so I'm just happy about it.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Brian Jackson in the building, man. Yeah, man. And that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't perfect. We flawed. We got a lot of stuff we probably both, I know I need to work on. I'm pretty sure you do too, Bill, but you know what I'm saying? We some guys out here that's you know what I'm saying, trying to do something to paint a different perspective for these young brothers out here, man. You know what I mean? I'm in the process of putting something together, James, man. I'm going to hit up some dudes who I know in the city is really serious about some stuff, and we got to put something together for these young guys, because we hear a lot of people talking about young niggas out here crazy, man, but ain't nobody doing nothing to like show them young dudes something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they really want, man. That's what I get. Listen, when I was in the joint right before I came home, especially about a year before I came home, that's when influx of young boys. I'm talking about 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21 young boys coming in. You hear me? And when I talk to them, for some reason they just gravitated toward me. And I talk to them, and the main thing they say is that they ain't had no older homies, man. They ain't had no big homies. They ain't had nobody telling them do anything different or nothing like that. And I'm like, damn, not nobody ever tried to say like, and you know what I'm saying? I felt like when I was in the joint, I was coming home, I said, I want to at least, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm trying to save every young nigga in the hood, but I'm at least, you know what I'm saying, do what I can, you know what I'm saying, create a platform to where I could at least put guys like you on display, you know what I'm saying, to show these dudes that it is a different way that you can go about doing something, you know what I'm saying, and be successful. Ricardo Cray, what's good with you, brother? You know what I'm saying? Be successful, you know what I'm saying? Be able to provide for your family, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Create a lucrative business for yourself that can expand, and it's something you can pass down to your children, you know what I'm saying? So I think you are perfect embodiment of that, and that's why I rock with you. One of the main reasons why I rock with you, and that's why I feel like it was only right that you come on here and, you know what I'm saying, drop them jewels, because I know somebody listening, whoever listening, you know what I'm saying, may be interested in the same career path. Definitely going to have something that they got from this.
Yeah, like I told you, I appreciate you all the time. I appreciate you for bringing me on the show and just being a stand-up guy, rocking with me for the long run. And
you
as long
already
as you
know.
have met you, you always been a solid cat, man. Like, I love what you're doing. I like that you speak your mind and you don't care what nobody else thinks. You feel me?
Right. And you already know, James, man, it's all love, man. But and this is what I say, I do what I do because I realize if I don't do it and encourage other people to do it, pretty soon we all won't be able to do it. You know what I'm
we
saying?
all gonna be mutes. If it ain't for people like you to, speak how you feel, man, people, they're gonna be mutes. Or they just gonna be fighting the wave, Nah, speak up, speak how you feel, and don't be ashamed about how you feel. Not be, everybody don't feel the same way. You can't just cause I guess, that's how people want to be is right. What they call them wave riders or whatever. Everybody don't feel the same type of way, and you definitely want people to display how you feel and don't care. I think it should be people like that, because like you say, even on a different other level, far as presidents, doctors, and stuff like that. Like, we need people like that, and being able to change the narrative, man, or speaking up how you feel. Don't be quiet. Don't try. I don't want to say this because they might look at me this way, or nah, man, get it off your chest and be real with yourself, and keep it real with others. That's why I fuck.
And I'm glad you said it, because at the end of the day, that's all it's about with me. I'm a strong advocate for freedom of speech. I want everybody to be able to say whatever it is that they want to say. You hear me? Even if I disagree with it.
Damn judgmental, being scared to be judged. That's just part of life right now, man. Right. And you got to come with thick skin now. So it's like you can't care what everybody say.
So once you go ahead and shout out all your contacts, how people can get in contact with you because my man is international and national with it. You hear me? So you don't matter if you ain't in Ohio, that don't mean nothing, man. Get with him. Let them know all your contacts, how they can get in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? Possibly, potentially, you know what I'm saying? You take advantage of them services or even, you know, tap in, probably may soak up some game for you or something like that. You never know. Somebody might just want to hit you up and just pick your brain about something.
It's Hardknock James on Facebook. I don't really do too much on Instagram, but it's Hardknock James as well on Instagram. Our YouTube is Hardknock U Sports. You can go check out our content. Some of the, you know, the dope ways we document this youth and some of our community out here. But yeah, you can pretty much reach me on Facebook, Instagram, and you can check out the content on YouTube or my, you know, a few of my social platforms.
Yeah, you know I'm about to post that up for you, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
You already know, man. Y'all go to type in, go to
background.
Facebook.
That's
go
the
to
backdrop.
Facebook and, what you saying, bro?
I said that's the backdrop. That's the logo right there. So
yeah, y'all see it, y'all see it, and I know they've been paying attention. Y'all been seeing that. So my man real professional with it. That's why I rock with my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go over there on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Hardknock James. That's his personal page. But if you want to go check out the sports content, and for any business potentiality, you know, you can always go to that Hardknock Sports on Facebook, man. My brother doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing when I'll be working with my brother and I go in the field and little young dudes run up to me like, Hardknock. That's fire, man. Even when we was out of town, Hardknock. I was like, man, that's what's up, man. That's big motivation right there.
Definitely. And we got so far to go, man. It's just, you know, like you said, that's just something that thrives us and motivates us to keep going and not to give up. Because this ain't hard work. You know, I'm 36 years old. It's like sometimes I'm like, hey, I'll find something else to do. But nah, it's like this is the best thing you can do. Young entrepreneurs are just young people getting out of school and you don't know what you want to do. You can provide wealth for yourself. You know, this is not something that I also do graphic designs, logos, flyers.
Talk about it.
Posters and all that. So it's just like anything that I wanted to do, I always invested in it. I always studied the craft. So that's something that something that y'all should do, man. If this is something, you know, like I said, if you don't want to work for a job, hey, study long, study strong on anything that you want to be and you can be. You feel me? So just put the work in, put the investment.
Right, that's what's up, man. So, James, I'm gonna go ahead and cut you loose, man, because I know you might probably got some editing or something to get to, man. I appreciate you coming out, bro. You already know if you need me for anything, to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, here in a second, when I get some things situated, man, we about to start filming some of the content for some of these old videos and stuff, man. You know what I mean? A couple of my guys got some ideas that work together, bring some visuals together. So it's only right that when we have our little meeting and, you know what I'm saying, we talk about what we actually want to do and what we trying to spend, you already know I'm going to be hitting you up, man. It's for real, man. So the blessings, man, there's blessings and respect for coming on, brother, man.
Appreciate you having me, brother. Anytime.
You already know, man. I'll holler at you, brother.
All right, peace and love.
So yeah, man, that was my brother James, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all, anybody who is a prospective content creator, man, videographer, filmographer, man, I hope you guys got something out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there. Like I said, my brother James, he's doing real nice things in the city. You know what I'm saying? He's real good at what he does. And he's very professional. And, you know, I like how he's been able to expand his brand, you know what I'm saying, into the apparel, into, you know, and other things he's been able to do. And, you know what I mean? I think it's good for our young brothers to see stuff like that and hear stories like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to motivate them to go a different path if they headed in another path right now, or if they just don't know what they want to do. But I'm just an advocate for just, you know what I'm saying, putting our young brothers up on as much game as possible so they can, like my homie John Jay say, so they can get some tools to build their kingdom, man. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, thanks to everybody for coming out. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for coming out. Blessings. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the page. Click on the subscribe alarm bell right there too. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me. And you know I appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got more content coming for y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? And as always, I definitely got to leave y'all with a song. You know what I'm saying? I had to play that joint in the beginning because, like I say, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I chose this picture for the thumbnail, because me and my brother Mooch, man, rest in the essence to my brother Mooch, man, we had some big plans, man. So my brother took up out of here, man. But it ain't stopping us, because as you see, me and James definitely carrying the torch, and we definitely gonna keep the content coming at a very professional level. So y'all, you know, enjoy yourself, man. You know what I mean? If you got some good up out of here, leave something in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to get in contact with my brother, you know what I'm saying, I'll put this up real quick again. Just hit him up on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? He do most of his business through Facebook, because I guess that's just what's convenient for him. That's been working for him, you know what I mean? He got a page on there, business page and a personal page. You can get at him however you feel you need to. And when it comes to showcasing your young boys' talent on that field, whether it be a basketball court, football field, soccer field, James got you covered. He gonna capture that essence. He gonna capture that footage and make him look like he already been playing in the NFL since he been 10. You know what I mean? So y'all enjoy y'all evening, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And you already know we're gonna get it back at it real soon. Hey. Stacks with the facts. Stacks with the facts. Immediately. The real contender. Real contender. You know, we be manipulated into thinking that we so different. So different. No, actuality, the things that we allow to separate life, man, are the very same things that can unite us all. What we gonna do, y'all want? It's time for us to wake up. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. When I was sitting in prison, I had the illest visions. Waking up in Coach West, thought I was really tripping. I'm getting letters from Adrian saying I miss you, brother. I'm getting God-body books sent to me by my mother. It's funny how you don't realize till you get locked away. How many years you wasted just was in the way. Many a call, only a few get chosen, though. A few the spirit is out here, but it ain't over though. They gotta try to divide us and keep us separated. But if we all come together, we could never be caged. I'm trying to bring all us together, my sister and brethren. Ain't no difference between us, we each other's reflection. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. You in Agenda 2030, it's right in our face. Coronavirus got us all with masks on our face. We get illusion of choice from public politicians. Then the black bootleg, they control our position. You know they give us our leaders, tell us to follow them. They separate and divide us because it profits them. They make climate action resilient plans and weaponize weather. They playing us like a hawk, and we should all know better. GMO foods, and you know they put poison in our water. The business system take fathers away from sons and daughters. I'm trying to clear out the path that lead us from the slaughter. I don't just do it for me, I do this shit for all of us. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. Conflict creates controversy, causes confusion. I don't believe in it all, because it's all illusions. No difference between us, cause I am you and you are me. Everything is us and we are everything. Everything. Stacks with the facts. E and me. 2020 takeover. The real contender. Realize that we are all one. I'm a reflection of you. You are a reflection of me. We are a reflection of we. And there you have it, there you have it. E&E present, that's what the facts, real contender, real contender. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me, baby. Thinking back when I was sitting in a prison cell, serving hard times from hard white and dizzy scales. I got flips from Rain Man through the prison mail. That nigga one of the realest, cause he didn't tell. 45's my brethren, I really love you, dog. When I would call collect, you would accept my call. Adrian, my sister, I love you. She used to hold me down, bringing tea in the city. That thought just made me smile. My deuce, I love you. And on the birthday cards, got me through the stress when it got so hard. Them chicks, they hopped out the whip and left me so scarred. Nikita, girl, I love you. Cause you helped heal my heart. My nigga Nino Solid, that's my brother. He held me down, I was locked up. I so love you. Hey, bro, he didn't make it. He rested in the essence. Now the soul is on now. That's such a blessing. My baby girl, Jen, she looked like my reflection. She proved it's possible. To achieve perfection. Expose on fuckery. That's my profession. No more acquiescing, no more protesting. They try to lock us down. Stick needles in our arm, standing 6 feet apart. Social distance is wrong. My heart bleed long, so I make it bleed on this song. When I'm writing this pain, I can't do anything wrong. I'm straight Hennessy strong. That means I got the spirit. I be spitting straight facts. That's why the Matrix spirit. They try to ghost ban, shadow ban, pistol shit me. But I box clever, no way that they could ever get me. My brother moved millions. He lost his life last year. A hard pill to swallow. I still be shedding tears. It's been 24 years since Billy passed away. I'm over Donovan and standing next to me today. Miss Beanie, I love you. You stronger than you know. I always tell you, you the strongest person that I know. Rest in the essence to mama. Say those to mama Mo. Rest in peace to Paris. I really miss you, bro. Rest in peace, long live me and many more. That's what the facts, real contender. I do it for y'all.